I'm Ross Naddock with the Van Ahnen Company for your December 15th closing comments. Today, corn had a rough day, closing down about 5.5 cents. The January contract in soybeans closed up about 5 1/4 after a slower start on the day. And we had March wheat down about 8 3/4. March Kansas City wheat down 7 1/4. And Minneapolis even lost some premium, down 3 1/4 here by the close. So today in the grains, we started out with some export business this morning in the market. It was actually pretty friendly. Wheat on the upper end of trading estimates. Corn and soybeans both exceeding the estimates, and soybean meal also within that range. So that helped us out start out of the gate this morning. But also the dollar was up very strong this morning, and amazingly, it did not affect the beans into the close. It had a bigger bearing on both wheat and corn, getting those down out of the gate, and they stayed that way into the close. So once we got past that point, we had also a crush report there at 11 o'clock. And for soybeans, and that was also friendly. The little bit smaller number for crush, but we had stronger exports for soybean meal, and stocks for soybean oil was a little lower than anticipated. Cattle markets today, trading both sides of the fence. We actually finished down a little bit in the front months of cattle that have been leading this rally up to this point. We had feeder cattle that finished mostly steady, and then the hog market that finished up about 62 cents after trading 65 cents lower much of the morning. Back to the cattle market, we did have a stronger cash tone here this morning, with the cutout values being up over $1 here, both choice and select. And then in the hog market, the cutouts also firmed about 78 cents today. Other news in the cattle markets, we had cash trade yesterday with the auction that's slightly weaker than last week's trade. So the cash tone is a little slower, simply due to the packers very likely being bought up fairly aggressively for the holidays up to this point. So against that, we have the bullishness in the cattle market is more than likely funds defending their positions that they've been building in a lot of longs lately. The dairy markets also finished the day a little bit lower after starting out stronger. Also, range trade at the top end. So we'll move on into Friday and see how much profit taking comes out there. I'll leave you with the disclaimer: trading in futures of options involves risk and is not suitable for all producers, traders, or investors.